Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In today's Divinity Original Sin 2 video, we're doing the Vault of Braccus Rex. Yeah, we're gonna raid the joint. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Divinity Original Sin 2 videos like this. And do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated on all my Divinity Original Sin videos and much more. Now, in the last video, we have defeated the Void-Woken Deep Dweller boss fight, and we got the colors off our necks. Because of that, we have some liberties and freedom to do. So we're going to talk to Gareth here.
You come at last. I'd no doubt you'd find your way to us, not after witnessing your bravery. I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can. We'd just landed on shore. Minutes later, Dallas sailed in on the Lady Vengeance, screaming like a banshee. We had no hope. Most of us were dead in the blink of an eye. She had horrors at her side. Shriekers, they call them. They still protect the harbor, firing pure death at anything that catches their eyes. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Lucian, save us from whatever plot Dallas is concocting on it. Well, I had a plan. Grantiana told me of weapons that could counter these shriekers. Purging ones that steal source from its host. I went to that armory looking for one of these wands, but Alexander's bootlickers stumbled in first. I found nothing but dust and blood. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. Freedom is ours. I can't imagine anyone more capable. Lucian truly shines his light on you. See Grantiana. She knows every songbird and blade of grass on this isle. I'd go myself, but she seems, shall we say, dissatisfied with my recent failure. The Lady Vengeance waits offshore, ready to sail for a righteous cause. Find a purging wand. Alexander's shriekers will rot. I can't ask this of my people. I'd be leading them to their tombs. Some sins even Lucian can't forgive. I'm glad you understand. Together we'll escape this place and triumph over the Magisters yet.
Gareth's voice softens, and the worry lines crisscrossing his forehead relax.
There's danger within the storm, but even greater danger in remaining ashore. I have faith in Lucian and in you.
Now, next up, we're going to speak to the lady by the statue with water. Yeah, so we're going to get her story. We're actually going to do her story in this video and complete it, actually. It's a wonderful story, I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to say this, just do it. Just do what she says. Just trust me. So, I'm going to speak with her and then resume this quest.
So, you returned Gareth to his flock. I must say, I never thought to see him again. You have my thanks for giving them hope. But I fear for their future. They cannot escape these swamps. They do not have the strength. Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more I can do. Very well, if you insist. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Braccus Rex remain hidden in a vault, but the Magisters recovered them before he could. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time, but there is another vault hidden beyond the Magister's guile. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware, such items are of limited power. If they cease to function, speak to me. I will be able to help. Armadia's blessings on you. But pray, a moment. This vault also contains relics of great power, soul jars. If you return these to me intact, I could make an offering of them to Armadia. Her blessing could save many lives. Armadia's blessings upon your brave soul.
Now that I have gotten the quest from her to get the soul jars from the Vault of Braccus Rex, yeah, we're going to do some tie-in, folks. First, we're going to get the purging wand. So this will be a weapon we're going to use against the shriekers. That'll be in a future video, by the way. And this one, we're actually going to get a soul jar, all of them. Every single last one of them. So that's really good right there. That's what this video is all about, is the Vault of Braccus Rex, how to get to it, how to clear it out. And unfortunately, I am going to do the bless spell for another video because I didn't have time. But still, you might as well do all the major heavy work first. Still, I'm going to correct all the collars here because I want to. Seriously, I do want to. They're souvenirs, folks. Yeah, I am free. I am so free. I am very happy at this point. So what I'm going to do right now is go over here. This is the secret exit out of town right here. We're going to drop these vines down and we're going to have some fun. Now, we're going to be facing our first combat of the video. I'm going to be honest, it's a breath of fresh air from the last combat we did. The Fowoken Deep Dweller. Yeah, that was a tough battle, but this one's like a nice break, and it's totally worth it. So, what I'm going to do right now is get going on this, then I'm going to interact with this voice salamander, and I'm going to get myself into trouble. I'll return after these voice salamanders are dead.
I am your death. I take your all. I am your last breath. I shall take your soul.
Prepare yourself.
After Seville got trashed so bad in the last video, I had to go look for resurrection scrolls. She got the killing blow. So I'm thanking her for that. Now, every time you defeat, I think, a void control creature, these magic circles start to appear. Nice way to regen your health, which is really good. And I did a little bit minor changes in my character's gear and more. Also, my main character is not a healer no more. I put Whirlwind in there. That was like too hard to not pass up, but I had to pass it up because Whirlwind's more damage, and I'm gonna have him from here on out most likely. Sometimes I'll have him go in the thick of things and then just go nuts, especially against casters later on in the game. But I'm gonna explore around a bit before I enter this the Vault of Braccus Rex. Yeah, this vault is amazing. I mean, I enjoyed it. So far, this game is like really fun and play. It's really awesome. And look at that, some neat legendary items, I think it is. Oh wow, that is cool right there. Amulet of the Void, that is nice. Let's see who needs that. Okay, he's going to get that. More magic defense is great. Really good later on in the game. I'm going to get to build my old stuff. Let's see what she could do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sorry I'm in my inventory screen, but I have to upgrade. You want to upgrade sometimes in this game because you may never know. Just trust me, you may never know. Master Strength. Oh wow, that is good right there. Oh wow, that does look cool too. So my guy is not only in full plate, looks like he has a bronze or a copper-like helmet, which is pretty wicked right there. And let's see here, everybody else is good, ready to go. I'm gonna look around real quick. I'm gonna have Seville right now check this area out. Now over here is normally trapped. Yeah, it is trapped, so if you have any trapped disarming kits, go use them. Otherwise, just be really careful. And usually there's some items here. It looks like that combat I exposed the trap. When that happened, well, I don't have to worry about them. So I want to thank those void creatures for that. Oh wow! And plus, I like this game also because you get to give the shovel to somebody else. Okay, there's a trap they missed, and I'm gonna ignore it. Oh wow, that's some good haul right there. Alright, there's a lot of loot in this video. I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna look around this area one last time, and that's good right there. So I'm gonna make sure everything is looted up. Then I am gonna go into the Vault of Braccus Rex, and I'm gonna start clearing it out. Well, actually, I'm gonna get some essence too. Later on in the game, I will most likely use the essence to make either spell books or important items via crafting, because you should always do that. You may never know. Look like I missed a dead seeker there. That's unfortunate. Feel bad for the poor dead seeker, because seekers are our allies in this game so far. And I'm kind of sad they are dead. Yeah, it's not a good sign though, especially we're going to the Vault of Braccus Rex. That is a terrible sign and omen. Oh wow, more shards I can store in my weapon, and I'm gonna grab my shovel back. I'm gonna identify some of these items thanks to Aloysia's lore being high. Yeah, she's my lore girl. She knows things. She seriously knows things, and I'm gonna give her that ring though. Ring intelligence. Yeah, I'm gonna boost her intelligence up big time. So this way she'll have some more fun with her spells, and I'll have some more fun too. Oh wow, she gets some new shoes. This is already starting to be a great video already, and she looks great in them. And look at that, that was an illusion. And that's how you get to the Vault of Braccus Rex right there. Take the seek away from town, fight some void salamanders, get some loot, and that's it. So now we're inside. Now, here's one of the most funniest NPCs in the game. I'll admit, he got me a few times in the course of this video, but you know what? I had a ball doing this thing. It was a blast. And over there, right on your right there, I cannot go through it. That's like the exit. Yeah, we're gonna go around this whole awesome vault.
Hey you! Let me see what you've got under there. Go on. Show me your... You're pathetic. Ha! You want to hit me, don't you? Go on then. Give it your best shot.
Now, meet Trompdoy. He's one of the most funniest trolls in this entire game. Yes, certain things he'll actually trap. And yeah, he's a troll, but I will admit though, I will bust open all those traps up. Yeah, see, I'm spraying them all actually. Still, He's really fun, and he does make fun of you every time you mess up. So I'm going to point this out right now. These crates do not open. You're going to see why. I'm going to spring every single one of them in this video here, because it's real fun. And just stack them somewhere. Now, if you move them enough away, what will happen next is you need to go across. You're thinking, okay, this is nothing but, I see it's just a waterfall. I'm going to fall down. I'll give everybody a nice hint. Everybody remember Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? He had the invisible bridge because Indy had faith. Well, guess what? That's the faith bridge. No, but really, that's just an invisible bridge that appears and materializes when you actually do go across those bridges, which is actually pretty cool at this point. So let's look over here. All right, bone piles. Yeah, you want to loot everything up. You may never know. Grab some shrooms. Those are really good too for alchemy. Now, there's random loot. I found empty alchemy vials, which I think was very important. Yeah, I'll start running low on them, folks. Still, we'll go over here. Now, what will happen next is you have to fight Trompdoy. Yep, he's been trolling you. Now you have to fight him. You're gonna have to fight him more than once. That's all I have to say. But it is a fun-filled fight.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? You can't teach a fool anything.
Glory is mine!
Now, Trompdoy has been defeated for now. Oh wow, look like Fenton fell down. That fight was actually fun though. I mean, you faced an archer, a caster, and a warrior. They all went down. And there's a chest over here. That chest is trapped too. You're gonna see why. I might as well spring all the traps in this video. You know what? I might as well. Here at Lord Fenton Gaming, I spring traps for everybody, so this way they don't have to spring traps. Yeah. I'm thinking about stealing that. Let's see here, Seville. Okay, she sprung it. She's probably ticked off at us. Nope. Well, it's that magic armor, and he's just laughing at us still. It's really funny. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up ahead. I'm going to mess with him some more.
That was even easier than I thought. Pathetic boy. This isn't some game. In what world does treasure simply appear from on high?
Now, good news is this section is done. Great news, I go further into the vault. Yeah. I'm going to one of the few best rooms in this entire game. Change it. The entire vault is the best part of this entire game so far. It has everything. I'm not going to spoil everything until we actually get there. So you go over here on this path here. Now, I'm going to go take a little side path because I'm looking for loot. Plus, I'm going to use my bed up right here. So this way everybody gets healed up, including Sir Laura. Yeah, Sir Laura does need to get healed. Besides, the Buckskin Head's already healed up nicely. Alright, that's a crate right there. There's nothing else there. Well, you always have to look. You may never know. I'm looking around for more. That's it right there. Everybody's healed up. Everything's ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm actually make an impromptu save because there's a riddle section. Most likely, I failed the riddle. I'm going to die horribly. So, I'm going to use timestamps in the video to give everybody the solution and just follow my answers when you get to the riddle. There's only 2 questions he'll ask the armor, or as I say, statue with the armor dude, and we're going to start it.
You come to find, you come to search, but you won't find the way. A pity. Braccus has willed it. Trompdoy must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. Fate has been unkind to Trompdoy, and so has Braccus Rex. Do you wish to move forward? Listen closely and make your attempt. Braccus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is... Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoy told you the answers. Is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is open. Go freely. I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can. Braccus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive. Braccus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering. Trompdoy was and is a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day, but this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Now, we found the tragedy of Trompdoy here. Yeah, it's very sad. He's a guardian that is forced to be here against his free will. By the way, those are trap doors. Look for doors or actually show you something. But still, loot everything is possible, including the silverware, paintings, or anything. Why? Money is always great. Now, one of them's a trap. This one was on the right. On the left is actually some loot. But still, I'm healing everybody up because the next part, there'll be another battle against Trompdoy up ahead. But before we do that, we're going to loot this entire joint up because I want to. And besides, those silverwares, or say silver and gold wares, plates, forks, knives, whatever you want to call them, they are worth a lot of money. Do loot up the paintings too, because they're worth money. Yes. And besides, don't forget to get this book right here. Read it, and you get to learn something. Yeah, reading is fundamental, definitely in this game, because you will learn some crafting in this game via reading the books. And when you learn it, guess what? You don't have to worry about experimenting, which is really good, though. So there you go. We're going to just steal these plates right here. That's a nice plate. That's a nice knife. That's good right there. We're going to loot everything up as much as possible. We're going to steal this place. Yeah, we're going to steal everything. We're going to look over here. I'm looking more. Oh, wow. I'm starting to think these pangs are, what do you call it? I think crowdfunding people who actually fund more money. Yeah, that was a trap, but still, they're like crowdfunding people. That's what I'm starting to think at this point, which is really good. Larian Games know how to implement people in this game. So now here's Trompdoy. You need to defeat the real one, and you'll win.
Open your eyes. Time to die.
I'll yield to none.
Show yourself. Glory is mine.
stabs you in the eye.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear.
Now the battle is over. I'm going to be wandering around for a while, loot everything up. And then afterwards, there'll be a series of soul jars coming up. Now here's the thing about the soul jars. Yeah, each of them, you have an option of either absorbing the soul, or smashing him or leaving him alone. I'm just taking him. That's another option too, because the one lady who was by the statue who's spouting out water, by the way, well, guess what? She needs them. So I'm going to take them all. However, Trompdoy, yeah, the troll, we're going to actually free his soul. Plus the purging wand is here. I'll return after all the dialogue is done and over with. This is a moment right here.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Braccus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Braccus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing. The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
The memories of a necromancer. What could be more vile?
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
One must wonder how many more lives they took, how much more misery the scum caused.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move. The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Braccus Rex. He promises power, for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing. The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
This is the price of pride and greed. The villain got what he deserved.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons.
What he did shames his people.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking as all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Braccus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut. The vision fades.
I've rarely seen such cowardice on display.
Keeping the dead as slaves? What a disgusting display! She deserved every punishment she got.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Grantiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Braccus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be? The terrible vision fades.
While she lived a selfish life, she seems to have repented. She should be forgiven.
Whatever a person may have done in life, they can always be redeemed.
However her life began, it ended well. No one should be damned because of their youth.
You made it all this way. I'm sorry.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Braccus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. Really? You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
Now, Trompdoy got freed. I was very happy. Yeah, his soul was trapped. I felt like it. Oh, wow, that's a nice piece of leather. And that's a finesse piece, so Ifan or Seville right here could benefit. So I'll give him one of them. Oh, wow, that's some good gear, too. And I did loot up the entire treasure room, which was great. This was actually totally worth it. And a crafting shard. Now, I missed the Hall of Echoes entrance by mistake. I'm going to dedicate that for the next video because I feel like hindsight now is it should have its own video. And here's the way out. Now I could go back here anytime right here and just take the shortcut. Now the Vault of Braccus Rex, that's a definite 10 out of 10 dungeon. I never had so much fun in this dungeon. Yep, I fell for traps. I did some fun combat. And it was even a riddle section right there. I just tossed in that. Well, I save and load a lot of times. And I got it right finally. So now I'm going to turn this in and I'm going to finish the video after this conversation.
Sorry to see the
And?
back of these swamps.
Have you found them? Did you bring the soul jars?
She stops dead as you pull the jar out of your backpack. Her voice trembles as she speaks.
You entered the vault. Please, give that to me. Give it to me now. You don't understand. You couldn't understand. Please, I need it. Please give it to me.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Grantiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, Goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face. I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Braccus Rex. But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen. You don't understand. No one understands. My heart held such fear, but with Braccus, I was safe. He needed me, and I needed him. As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all. But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Braccus grew paranoid, angry, murderous. I tried not to see it. I told myself it was fine, that the stronger he became, the stronger I was. What stupid lies. I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them, and the lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came. Until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless. Armadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia, I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Braccus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me. Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, brother.
She starts to speak, but chokes back a sob instead.
Thank you. I can't... I've never known such kindness. Thank you for everything. May you walk forever in Armadia's grace.
Now I got myself another set of rewards because I turned that soul jar to the one lady which originally had her soul. I decided not to absorb it, which was well worth it. Some experience points is very nice. I leveled up. I'm going to do that off screen because I'm going to set myself up for the next video, which is actually going to be back at the Vault of Braccus Rex and do the Hall of Echoes. So we raided the Vault of Braccus Rex. We met the troll of Divinity Original Sin 2 so far. We have fed his soul, and we got ourselves a purging wand. Now in the next video, we're going to go into the Hall of Echoes and get the bless spell and have some fun with it. Well, that's it for today's Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day or night.